Okay, what up ladies and gents? It's your favorite Asian robot right here. Hopefully, your favorite official content creator for the First Descendant, and today, we're gonna do some gold farming. I see that Rafi's already in chat. Well, I hope you enjoyed, Rafi. Just remember not to ask nerdy questions again. Okay. Now, let's go do some gold farming. It's been a while since we've done it. I do want to test a couple of things, so let's get started, shall we? Okay. Excuse me. Standard build, ready. Now, in order to properly test a gold farm, here's what we're going to do. We will need to travel. Let's travel out where we need to, and then we'll carry on from there, shall we? And also, let's tweet. Time to remind people that the robot is here. Okay. Give me a second, chat. Can't address anything right now. First, gotta tweet. Tell people we're live. Hello, Zenix. Okay, this is clear. I have no idea what that is, but okay. Probably more than that, Mr. Salim. I just hope that you've registered me as your creator before spending that much. Hello, CG. How's it going? Are you getting ready for New Year's? It's gonna be 2025 soon. Okay. Okay, tweet complete, done. Great, all clear, everything done. Good. Now don't forget to like and share the stream, yeah? Let's all be excited for the new year together. Okay. Let's begin. Like I said, it's time to farm. Yes, I'm looking forward to it, CG. I know, right? I'm gonna have to collect my Lunar New Year's money as well. That sounds like... Do you have your Nexon ID set up? Because as long as you click the link provided by Nightbot, it should take you directly there. So I don't know what you've selected, but as long as you click my link there and register, you're fine. If you do not have your Nexon ID linked, that is the big problem. Alright? Before you play this game, you must have your account linked. Okay? Otherwise, you are literally on a guest account and there's no way for any of your purchases to help your creator. Therefore, you are not supporting your creator. So just be aware, you must have your Nexon ID linked. You must have everything set up properly. If you don't, then, well, everything you're doing is on a guest account. Hey, Percrab, how's it going? Well, if it's properly linked, then you should be able to register me as your creator. Not sure why you can't, because pretty much everybody can. Yeah, everybody can. Everybody's done it already, so... If you support the robot, always choose the robot. Okay, let's get this test started. So, starting amount of gold is 24,408. We're only going to use larger numbers, so we're not going to play around with smaller ones. Then, we're going to have a timer. So, what we're going to do is we're going to set a little timer. This timer will be set for 10 minutes. Am I getting hit by something? How dare these creatures? Okay, what we're going to do is that over these 10 minutes, we're going to rush this over and over again. And we're going to determine, now that we have the doggo, this is much more efficient than it was in the past. Right, we're going to determine, since the doggo can auto-dismantle and we don't have to do a damn thing, we're going to find out what is the fastest time we can complete this. And then, after completing this as the fastest possible time, gonna run right out. Do it again. And over a 10-minute period, we're gonna see how much gold we actually make. That's one way to do things, CG. I mean, Infernal's fun, but I can't do it too often, you know, I don't want to wear it out. And we do it again. That's rare, but as long as your filters are properly set up, it should. Now, that being said, inventory space is also a concern, because eventually you are going to find roles that you want to keep. So your filters might be too broad or too general, there's always that. That being said, the doggo's dismantling is usually fast enough, so 95% of the time you should not encounter an issue. There you go, Salim. Always just use the links that I provide. Don't try and select me through a website. Even if it's the Nexon website, don't bother with that. Creators always have their own links. That's how you can tell they're an official creator. Alright, they have their own link. They should be able to tell you. Just follow this link. That's why I've got my own exclusive link. Works well. That's all you need. My Jackie Chan flip right there. So after the timer on Google goes off, alright, might be a little bit loud, but it should be fine. You just have to follow my filter guide. So if you're following my filter guide, then you know you should have no troubles. But if you're following your own filter guide, or you've created your own, then I can't help you with that, pal. No problem. Cold-bloodedness is good. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people like it. I myself liked it at the start, but I have to say that once I checked it out, it didn't actually hold up to Absolute Zero. Absolute Zero is a lot faster. Player, that's what we call bad luck. Nothing you can do about that. The only thing I can teach you to do is possibly sacrifice your friends to the dark gods. That's about all that'll help you. Hey, Saifuden. But yeah, filters-wise, as long as you're running my filters, there are no problems. Because my doggo has not had any trouble dismantling anything, ever. I mean, of course, eventually I have to manually dismantle, because there'll be things that meet my filter criteria that the doggo is not dismantling, but You know, other than that, it works perfectly fine. So I can't see it being too much of a problem. And yes, the playlist is where you consult if you're ever lost on anything. That is true. When I experienced it for myself, I was like, because I really like cold-bloodedness. You know, I like the playstyle, but the damage doesn't compare. And that's the problem. So you can also run CB in some very interesting ways, and I get it. But it just wasn't good enough, in my opinion. Because not having 100% crit rate makes quite a bit of difference. I tested it this morning, but 85% crit rate has about 10% less DPS on average. Which is annoying, because realistically, you're casting faster. Like, this is just an example with absolute zero. You're casting faster, and theoretically, because of the critical hit rate resistance of the Colossi, alright, it should not make a DPS difference, right? But it does. Because the critical hit rate of the Colossus seems to bleed into whatever crit rate you have. So, let's say the Colossus's crit rate is 85. Sorry, its resistance is 40. If you're at 85, it drops that down to 45 crit rate. Whereas if you're at 100, it drops that down to 60. You're still going to struggle a little bit to hit the crits, but it's less of a struggle. So this is what it seemed to be the case. Now, I cannot prove it because this data is not given to us. We don't know how resistant a Colossus is to criticals. So that's why when I look at it, I'm like, okay, so this is it. So having tested both, I have to say 100% crit is the way to go. There is no other way to run that. I finally screwed up. I hadn't done that in so many runs, but I got overconfident. For anyone that's wondering, there's a particular area you need to go past. Even if you were to kill the creatures that are part of the objective, you still need to physically walk past that location. Which is where the problems come in. Also, you know, I know it's been a while since I've done this, but a lot of people have always asked, how do you keep your bunny so fueled up on MP? It's because I turn my skills off. I don't leave it running. You know how your car is going to go dead if you leave the battery running? Yeah? Without the engine running, of course. If you just leave your battery on and just use your battery, it's going to run dry. But if you turn it off appropriately, your battery won't run dry. Okay? This is the crucial key. Enemies are always weaker when playing solo, that's correct. There's only one activity where this does not apply. That is the hard mode defense missions and the hard mode special operations. This rule does not apply. All other activities, it applies. Whether you're running a solo 400 or a team-based 400, the enemies are going to be different. In a team-based 400% run, the enemies are going to be a lot tougher. Okay? This is how the game is designed. But in a solo 400%, the enemies, including the bosses, are a lot weaker. Well, you could run Bionic Fuel, but Bionic Fuel actually makes you slower in most activities, which is why people don't do it. Thank you for reminding me, though. I didn't change my inversion reinforcer. I was supposed to. It's a quick change, but still, it's pretty important. Oh, I can only do it at Albion. Ah, forget it. I'll do a test without it, and a test with it. But yeah, Bionic Fuel is literally, in my personal opinion, it's a fun build, but it's a worthless build. Because in actuality, if you want to get things done at appropriate speed, then you're going to need the fastest possible speed, and that means no compromise on speed of light. You're welcome, Sean. Okay, that's it right there. We'll finish up this run. And then we will clean up. Okay. Now, let's take a real look-see. Yeah, we'll have to clean that up. 10 minutes of farming is a hell of a lot of stuff. No, the alarm is from me. I didn't expect it to be that loud, but that's fine. 25,258. I need to do the calculation now. Let me go see. Some people have done the ultimate gotten the ultimate protein, but it's not too many. I myself have never gotten one, but I don't really care about it because you don't need it. I just leveled up my dog to max with just the normal one and the rare fuel. That's it. Okay. 850k in 10 minutes. Whereas I could get 1.5 million in every 15 minutes. 85k per minute versus 100k per minute. That is irritating. Okay, 85k per minute roughly. This is without a speed boost. Now we're gonna go elsewhere. You don't need it, man. The dog is maxed out at level 30, dude. And he's so easy to max out, bro. Like, genuinely, a lot of people say I don't have hope of getting this or that, but I'll tell you, in the time you spend worrying about it, you should already have it done. If you're just solo running it as Keelan, with my Keelan build, you're pretty much done and dusted by the time. Like, you will literally be done in, and I hate to say it, milliseconds. So, I mean, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but it was less than 6 hours of runs. You know, that's 2 play sessions, maybe. Assuming you play 3 hours per session or even less, it's 2-3 play sessions at most. Your dog is maxed, and I mean maxed. This is even with bad luck, so yeah. No, you'll max it out really fast. Like I said, a lot of people, they worry about things they do not have to worry about. So, quick lesson, don't worry unnecessarily. It's not good for your health. Okay, this is worthless. Garbage. Bidgar. None of this is useful, and I do not care about it. Nope. I would need a tech skill. And skill damage versus Colossus, which I do not have yet, therefore none of these are even useful for Kyle. So goodbye to all of them. The only one that was left is actually useful for Kyle. Nice. But I already have one. So, that's going in the bin too. Hey, J Black. If you ran 400 runs, I'll worry about you, pal. There's no need to run that many runs. Okay. Let me go to my good old Valby. Now, please forgive me. We're just going to... Yes, this will be worked on later in the season. Don't worry, you'll see it. But we are going to do a little test. I'm just going to very quickly build this. Okay. Okay, it's done. That's done. Okay, let's see now. Okay, that's also done. All things considered, we would need okay. Both of these are perfectly fine. Is the mega dungeon a raid? We'll see. And Spoiled 202, even if I did, I wouldn't be able to give it to you unless it is officially sanctioned. So when official information releases, I will cover it in a video. Please take note, I cannot cover things that, just so you know, any professional would be under what was called a non-disclosure agreement. So no, there is no such extra information available here. If that's what you're coming to my stream for, you will never get it here. And there's no point in asking because, again, it'll never happen. Okay? I would never give that sort of thing up, and I shouldn't. Like I said, I shouldn't. It is not the right thing to do. Let me see how much I have with this. Okay, these are fine. I do not genuinely care about that, so this is fine. Do I even need this piece of crap? No, I do not. Okay, so since we do not care about that, we'll just shove this on. This is okay, that's okay, this is okay. What we want is this one. There you are. Good boy. So we'll take that. Is there an update this week? Wait and see, I would say. I don't think so, because this week is New Year's, man. I would say wait till next week, if anything at all, because that's what we probably should do. I mean, the devs need a break as well, just like we humans do. Okay, do we have enough of this or no? Okay, no, we do not. Therefore, I want more. So, that makes sense to me. And both of these are no good, are they? Darn. Okay. Well, that's an irritation. I'll move this over there, move this here, and then... Damn it. So I need yet another slot, which is fine, I guess. Time to start making stuff happen. Okay, you can go nicely in that one. And let's play around with... Because either way, I'm going to have to do this eventually, so let's put that in there. Sorry guys, I'll answer your questions once I'm done creating, so forgive me, but I'm almost done. And the rest we can... I say we leave it be. That should be significantly fine. Okay, I am satisfied. This alone should be good. Can't really complain about it, and I think it is fine. Okie dokie day. Alright, and this thing, hold on. Let me just double check it. Because I'm pretty sure I know what it does, but... yeah, okay, that's fine. I may change it for the final build, but this doesn't really matter for now. Okie dokie day, let me switch over. There we are. Okay, let's catch up with chat. Is Mega Dungeon a raid or... sorry, already answered that one. No, it's not, but we don't know yet for sure what the final result will be. Okay. Already answered about the update this week. Yeah. Just listen. Don't worry about whether or not there is an update or isn't an update, okay? When there is an update, I'll tell you that there's an update. So don't ask in advance. Just wait, and then they'll publish it. Besides, when there is an update, what you need to worry about is, did you watch my video on the update? So guys, don't worry about whether or not an update is coming. That's a silly concern. You should worry about, did Robot publish a video on the update? So you can get the actual information. That's the crucial key. So think about that instead. Hey Joe, good to see you. You seen where Valby being reworked a little bit cause her Ein transmod do more intended? Just wondering, will the build for her mobbing that don't use the transmod still be good after the update? Okay, Scarecrow, your words are all jumbled. Please word your questions better because I'm very confused about what you're asking. But I have not done a proper Valby build yet for this season. Please wait until I come up with a Valby build. If you're using somebody else's build, you're going to have to go and ask them if there's going to be any problems, okay? You should not be using any build that I have not created. Unless you want somebody else to take responsibility for that kind of stuff. So, you know. Yeah, it's okay. Just try and word your question a bit better because I have no idea what you're asking. But either way, if you're using somebody else's build, you have to go and ask them. Asking me is pointless. Okay, and you should only be using a robot build. Please wait until I actually come up with Valby builds later in the season, and then you can use her properly. All right, if you're going to use somebody else's build, you can go ahead and do so, but again, I'm not responsible for what their build does or doesn't do or what problems may encounter. That is on them, and you will have to go ask them. All right, because what I do is my work, and my work is isolated. I only do what I have tested myself and what I have put out thoroughly. So just be aware of that. If you're using somebody else's, you have to go there. No. If you want to go for the White Knight Gulch, and we're not talking about defense mode, right? Are you talking about the hard mode White Knight Gulch? Because that's not a defense mission. Hard mode White Knight Gulch is a special operation. That one you're going to need Bunny, because I've tested it with Freyna. Freyna's utterly useless for that. If you're talking about a specific defense mission, if you're talking only about defense missions. Okay, please be very clear in your questions before asking them. But if you're talking about hard mode defense fortress, then of course. Have you not seen me use that? Come on, guys. This is why you got to tune into streams. If you do not tune into streams continuously, you are going to miss out on information. I use the exact same build on the defense hard mode mission. All right. Of course, if you want better results, please get a gold reactor. Oops, went the wrong way. Please get a gold reactor. You are going to need a gold reactor because now that reactors are really... the gold reactor activation condition is a lot easier now. If you want to speed run it, please get yourself a gold reactor. If you're leveling your weapons and stuff, okay, purple reactor will do just fine. That is usually if you need to level the weapons multiple times. Okay, sure. No sweat on that. But if you are speed running it, say for gold or whatever else, then make sure 100% you go out there and you get yourself, okay, the gold reactor, because otherwise you probably will miss out. Okay, so yeah. Well, never invest in a normal Descendant, so of course you should go for an ultimate. If you already invested in a normal Descendant, well, I mean, you can do whatever you want there. But I haven't finished my ultimate Sharon yet. I'll be working on her after this week is done. Because this week I owe a couple of things to people and I want to get that done as well. Alright, so please be aware of that. If you are going for ultimate Sharon, you can wait for my judgment on her. Alright, I'm going to go with ultimate Sharon and then after that work on Valby. And then of course Enos will, if Enos comes out first, then Enos will take priority. But I would say wait and see. If you are unsure, wait for my video. If you've already invested in normal Sharon, then, well, you can wait for my video and see whether or not there's any real difference before. And of course, wait for the streams where I play her to see whether or not there's any difference If there is, then you might want to go for her, but if not, then it's okay. If you haven't invested in normal Sharon yet, then you may as well invest in ultimate Sharon. Never invest in a normal Descendant. Okay, it's pretty bad if you do so. Investing in normal Haley is okay, because if I produce a build on a normal Descendant, now the exception to this rule is that if I produce a build on a normal Descendant, then you should probably invest in it straight away. For example, Keelan and Haley are not going to get ultimates for about 7 more seasons. So ask yourself one question. Has Robot made a build for this character? If I've made a build for the character using that particular stuff, an endgame build, not a basic build, an endgame build, and it only counts for endgame builds. For example, I've made Haley's bossing build, shield build, gun build, then it means that that character will work in a wide variety of circumstances. So I would suggest investing in that. If I do not make the build for the character, then it means the character is probably an unsafe investment. Don't waste your time. Okay? So rule of thumb is, did I make the build for the character yet? Yes? Go ahead and build it. You're going to have a great time. If I did not make the build for the character, there's probably problems. Or it is ineffective, inefficient, etc., etc. There's like a wide variety of issues that could be present. If I had it my way, who would get an ultimate in Season 3? Nobody. I would introduce a whole new Descendant that only has an ultimate. Just to mess with people. And it would be pretty hilarious. Not gonna lie. So, that is what I would do. And I tell you, everybody would probably flip the table 300 times and go nuts. Which, again, is pretty darn hilarious, so that is exactly what I would do. Yep. You could introduce Ultimate Jeremy into the game, and all of a sudden it'd be like, Jeremy doesn't even have a normal form. What the hell? You know? And then everybody would go nuts, like, you didn't introduce another girl? You introduced Jeremy? Freaking Jeremy? Of all people? Are you kidding me? And that's when tables will be flipped, and lulls will be had. Well, Mr. Chicken Chaser, here's the thing. That is what we call luck and chance. The devs have made many ways to ease luck and chance, so if you're really lucky, you can get it done in 2 hours. With the advanced shape stabilizers. But for people that don't have those, the grind may be long. So it's not that it's become easy. It's that you've become an experienced player. That's the key. I would hardly say that, that farming ultimates has become easy. It is easier than compared to Season 0 and Season 1, but that's because they've done a lot to smooth the RNG. A lot of the unsure factors have been taken out of the game. You know? But of course, you'll still see people with really bad RNG saying, I still didn't get Ultimate Sharon, bam, bam, bam. I'm gonna cry and run away into a corner because I'm a freaking loser who can't deal with bad luck. You know, those guys should play a round of Balatro. I don't feel any way about it. I think that for me, everything is the same. It's a game. There's loot in this game. And like many other games out there with loot, guess what? There are systems to help you get stuff. Ta-da! It's nothing new or special or worrisome or anything like that. Like, yo. Either way, there's no need to feel anything about it. It's a game. We just play it. You know? Whether something is harder or easier, difficult, more difficult, less difficult, none of that matters. What matters is it fun? Are you having fun? I have fun, so I'm happy enough. I don't like to get into the whole, you know, oh, I think that the grind should be tougher. Oh, I think this should be tougher. That should be tougher. Oh, I think this should be easier. That should be easier. That's all worthless content for me. The only thing I want to worry about is this. Have I provided the best builds for the community? Have I provided the information that the community needs? If I can answer yes to both those questions, then I don't care about the rest. The rest is literally unnecessary. Not really, because now there's also lots of events that'll give you catalysts. So initially you're gonna spend a lot like water, but once you reach my stage, it gets a lot easier. It's only tedious in the initial term. But either way, all farming in any game, Carlo, is tedious. if you play a game that is focused on grinding, but you don't like grind, not saying you specifically, Carlo, but you know, I hate people who bring up in general that, oh, farming is tedious, oh, farming is boring, oh, this, oh, that. Like, oh, please, don't play a grinding game then. Literally, go play something else. Or you can be like me. You can play Marvel Rivals. You know, it's a PvP game, fantastic game. I really enjoy that game. You could play that and, you know, go ahead and just engage in combat, you know? It's totally fine. Yeah, the gold farm here is ass. 200,000 in 3 minutes? You kidding me? Oh, whatever. At least I can go around continuously, so that's okay. It's not as good as the Bunny Road. Bunny Road is still obviously better. But I do have to admit that this is sorta good for reactors still. At least whatever reactor you want this particular week, you can get it here. I completely get you on that, Chicken Chaser. Lots of people are very, very dumb. They play a grinding game, but they want it catered to their taste. Like, why won't you play a game that caters to your taste from the beginning, you know what I'm saying? I think it's stupid. I think that if you don't enjoy grinding something for 10 hours at a time, then don't bother playing a grinding game. You can farm for the Peacemaker, just go fight Gluttony, dude. It drops at Gluttony. Hold up. I'm pretty sure it tells you that. 1 second. It tells you get it at Gluttony. So just go into Access Info, Mazuma. If you don't learn to use Access Info to find your stuff, you're gonna have big problems. Of course you can farm for everything in this game. The only thing you cannot farm for right now are the seasonal weapons, but they're gonna introduce a system for that in future. So, Mister, did you watch my video? Mr. Mazuma, did you watch my video on how to find and farm anything in the game? If you did not watch that video, I suggest you go watch that video. Because a lot of people, they ask these questions when all the information is already in the game and I've already produced the guides for you. Okay, your homework is to watch every single video I've made on TFD. You want to become a god at TFD, you want to learn how to really play this game and really enjoy this game, watch the videos in my playlist. Because if you have to come here and ask a streamer the answer to your question every single time, yes, we are here to answer your questions, but if you have to ask me about every single thing, then you're not going to have a good time farming. Because every single time you'll be like, how do I farm this? How do I farm that? If you watch the video that teaches you all this, you got it, right? That's why I have a single philosophy. I teach a man to fish. I don't feed a man to fish. So please watch all my videos. They're in the playlist over there. Educate yourself. Once you do, I promise you, you will have a great time in this game. Because not only will you be able to find anything in this game, farm anything in this game, but you'll also know the best locations to do so. And you can make your decisions for yourself on what you need to do. Then all you got to do is follow the build videos and you're good to go. And unfortunately, Gregory, we all know that as much as they want to show more love to the male descendants, the male descendants aren't moneymakers. Let's be real about that. What is making money right now? I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but, well, I'm very tuned into the gaming industry in general. Even though I don't play gacha games, do you know that right now all the gacha games have gone down the path of catering to, and I hate using the word, but they're catering to the gooner crowd. And they're doing it for a very good reason. It makes money. It makes big, big money. People are spending $38 US dollars, okay? Let me put it in this light. Skins here cost maybe 10, 15 USD for a full skin. People are spending $38,000 for a 2D skin in a mobile gacha game for their favorite character that they had to spend over hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a minimal 2% drop rate chance, and then they had to tune into the pity system. Mazuma. Mr. Mazuma Mark. You are misunderstanding. Okay, I'm gonna go back there and answer your question, because this is... You are completely misunderstanding the situation. Allow me to exit combat for a second, and I'll explain this to you. I need you to pay very close attention to this, Mr. Mazuma, because this is something that's very, very common in the game. Okay? And I want everybody to pay attention for this in case in case you do not know this, okay? Sean, please let me take the answer for this one because it's very important that I educate the people. All right, I appreciate you trying to help, but it's better if the streamer answers this one, okay? We remember, I have certain policies that we need to keep in mind. So as helpful as you want to be, don't ever do that. Let me take the questions. Okay. Unless I'm completely busy and cannot take the question, you guys are free to answer. But if generally I'm doing the teaching, then please leave it to me. For many of these weapons, okay, there's a difference. And I want to show you this. I'm only going to show you once. Where it says intercept battle, hard, gluttony, does it say amorphous, Mr. Mazuma? And everyone pay attention. It does not say amorphous. When a material is found in amorphous, take note that it says amorphous pattern. Therefore, why are you looking at the amorphous pattern? See where you're going wrong? Weapons like the Frostwatcher are the same. You battle hard Deathstalker, there's no amorphous. Why? Because it drops from the boss himself. Well, if you feel that way, Mr. Camrule, I'll just throw you out of my stream. Okay, so always go to this and take a look at what it's actually saying. If you actually read it, right, it'll tell you that it's not coming from amorphous. If it says this, it means it's a direct drop. Also, fun fact, if it says this directly, you can set it as a target reward. What does this mean? If you know about the target farming system, you should actually, hold on. Is it not letting me? It used to. There you go. You can register it as a target reward right there. And as you're going through the Deathstalker battles, if you do not get the particular drop that you need, it will eventually drop one for you once you fill up the bar. So for those that do not require amorphous, take advantage of the target system, number one. And number two, make sure you check, okay? This is a system that they've been using ever since Gluttony, so not everything will be under amorphous materials. Some things will actually drop from the boss monsters themselves. The other thing that does this, okay, is Haley. Haley is one of the other ones that does this. Why? Because she needs DNA cells, right? So if you actually go to the particular mission and farm it, say the hard mode Kingston Slumber Valley, it drops from Mission Monster. You see where it says Mission Monster? So you can actually farm that and target farm it. Now, I do have to say it is a bit weird because and I don't know what the reason is, okay? But the invasions allow you to target farm Haley's piece. But the infiltration operations don't. So I'm not sure why that's the case. I wish I had an answer for you, but I really don't. That being said, you can actually set the target farm for invasions, okay? So be aware of that. And that is the answer. So if you're looking at something and it does not say amorphous material, you literally cannot get it from amorphous. You have to get it from the boss itself. So when it tells you to kill Gluttony, it means kill Gluttony, and then you get it from Gluttony. There you go. There you go. Okay? So that is the answer. And again, all of this stuff is taught through streams. So guys, if you're not tuning into streams continuously, then make sure that you guys are. Because if you're missing out on stream information, then you're going to lose out. You're going to end up like that moron Camrule, you know? People think I'm egotistical and condescending, but I'm really not. The thing is, this is all common information that is taught to you guys continuously through streams. You need to tune in. If you're missing out and you expect a personal lesson, that's not my job either. Okay? So I will answer your questions, but please try and tune in as much as possible. Do watch the videos. Do check the information yourself. Because if you don't check the information yourself, then what's going to happen is that every single time you're going to have to come here and ask a question and feel foolish because the answer is very simple. All right? Try it yourself. Try to at least watch the videos, study a little bit, understand what we're doing. Okay? This is the methodology that I have. Because if I teach you guys what to do, if I teach you guys the process, then you guys can repeat the process on your own. And therefore, you do not need a streamer to teach you how to do every single step, which is better for you as a gamer because that means there's less time wasted on things that you do not need. And that is why I do what I do. Well, just pay for it, Salim. You pay me enough, I'll be your personal coach, no problem. Now then, what was Gregory saying? We still haven't had a male ultimate release post-release. I understand that there should be some balance, but one thing which I will say is that there always has to strike a balance between revenue and what the game wants. And I completely understand that there should be a balance, but quite frankly, there may not be one. Because I think that they had a balance at the start, you know? But over time, players have proven that they just prefer the females. And why not? Why not? The female skins, even for girls, sell better than the male ones do. Balance is cool. Yes, I get it. Don't get me wrong on that. I agree, 100%. But I'm also very logical about things. At the end of the day, for me, whether Descendant is male or female, I don't care. They got cool, bombastic powers. You just hand me whatever Descendant does, whatever. Like, I still love Keelan, you know? But yeah. We all know why. But at the end of the day, if I was their marketing director, I would just do whatever made me the most money. You know? Like, don't get me wrong, I feel everybody on what they're saying, and I get it. But hell, I would still just do whatever made me the most money because it's what makes the most sense, you know? Keelan and Kyle and Enzo, I guess, have been the coolest male Descendants for me. I did buy an Enzo skin because obviously he deserves it, you know? Gunman. Although now Gun is not popular with Infernal Walker, so everyone's sort of leaning towards skill build. Gun builds were mostly used for bossing, and they were popular for Gluttony and Deathstalker, but now they've gone all the way around to skill-based Descendants again. So, it's not really easy to strike that balance. Well, with a name like Simp, I kind of understand that. But anyway, Gregory, I'm sure you could do right by your own game, but yeah, there's a lot of concerns for most gaming studios. And like I said, if we look at how much money the gacha industry is sucking up from all the other gaming industries, yeah, I think that games need to compete. I mean, you'll see it. Almost every single, and I do this for fun, right? I'll download a gacha game or an idle game for fun, right? I never spend any money on it. I'll just see how long I can stomach playing it before I get bored and delete it off my phone. It's a little thing I do to relax. And thus far, every single one that I have, the so-called event skin that requires like a $48 USD payment, whatever price payment, okay? Every single event skin has been female. Every single one. Without doubt, question, or deviation. Every single one, my friends, has been female. And people buy that. Most people don't, because they're like me. They're just playing the game for fun, and they're going to delete it off their phone in a couple of days. But the ones that are hardcore, brother, I tell you, they spend thousands on that. Yep, it's very true. But you see, those kinds of games, they're not aiming, and apologies, I don't mean to offend anyone when I say this, but they're not aiming for the small fish. They're only aiming to hook the big whales. So, yeah. No, I haven't. And dude, that name of yours, I'm sorry, sir, but I cannot pronounce your name on YouTube. YouTube will take a lot of offense to that. So, just know you will not be addressed on my stream. I know they are for you, CG. But you're the type of guy that could afford it. And more importantly, you're the type of guy that if you ever did play a gacha game, it would be, you would be the type of person that they would target. Because, you know, anybody who can spend thousands and thousands of dollars on those gacha pulls, that's the one that they care about. For them, that's all that matters, you know. Every single gacha game is all the same mechanics, all the same system, and an AI-written story. Very simple, very easy. You know, no difficult mathematics, no difficult problems in figuring it out. That's all it is, you know? All they need is that, and then off they go. So, yeah. This is not what I need. I do not care about any of these. No, 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 no. Nope-a-diddly-do. Dimension. Dimension of all things. Nay. That's not what we want, is it? You will just not be addressed in general. So, if you want to be addressed, good sir, I'm sorry, in keeping with my clean stream policy, if you want to be addressed, you'll have to change your name. I'm under contract to keep a clean stream, FYI. I don't think they'll ever change his ability for more mobbing because, quite frankly, in this game, they've already decided on a split for now. Now, they are trying to innovate on this a little bit, but essentially there's two things in this game that that the devs are focused on. They're focusing on descendants that can mob and descendants that can boss. And that's what they do. That's all they focus on. So, by focusing on that kind of stuff, alright, the devs are essentially saying, okay, cool. We're going to make sure that every descendant is suitable for one of the two. And Enzo is a bosser, so, yeah. Well, of course, Gregory. That's what my builds are designed to do. My builds are here to make this game as easy for you as possible. And that's what I'm here to make sure you guys get the best. No problem, Jose. I'm glad you like it. And the last time I got complacent, Jose, I made a mistake on the range video. You all saw that happen. Never again. So I try to be more thorough in my testing to make sure that I really dot my I's and cross my T's. Because I think it's very important. The one thing I will not stand for is misinformation. Which is also why I think it's very important that I teach people in a particular way. You know? That's why I always say, look, I'm not trying to be mean when I say, let me answer the questions or let me handle things. Y'all focus on the conversations, y'all focus on having a good time, but leave most questions to me because I want to educate people in a certain particular way so that they do not need to confirm with me every single thing. Alright? Ultimately, my job is to make this the most pleasant gaming experience for you guys. And that for you to not have to rely on me for everything. Oh, Track has graduated from gaming, Hercrab. Sorry, he said his farewell in our private Discord, but he will not be returning to the gaming scene for the immediate future. He has stated that he wants to lurk in the background occasionally here and there, but right now his focus is on his life and on things he wants to do with his life. So he is not happy with the place that he's in and he wants to focus on improving himself, and we basically given him our blessing and all that. So thank you very much for being concerned about him. He has been a great friend to me and a wonderful person. I've known him for over a year. He has been a solid, steady rock in this gaming community. And I'm going to miss him a lot. I genuinely am. There's a lot that I feel sorrowful about. I'm going to miss him. Yeah. But he needs to do what he needs to do for himself. Yeah. Self-improvement is definitely #1 in life, for sure. I despise clickbait, so I agree on that. For sure, Rafi. I'm sure he'll be happy to hear that. And I'm sure that he is probably lurking in the background regardless, so he's probably heard it already. But, thank you guys. At times in life, you'll always have people that either graduate or, you know, leave your circle for whatever reason. I make no bones about it. Okay? My policy is always, if people need to go, or they want to go, I'll let them go. You know, that is what they should do. Everybody's got to do what's right for themselves at any stage in their lifetime, you know. And sometimes people come into your life for a while, and I'm grateful for it. I always am. And then sometimes they have to go. They have to leave. They have to do something else. You never know when they'll come back. So just don't burn bridges, and just don't leave on a bad note, you know. And of course, most people that I know don't do that, so it's chill. I lead that chill, simple existence, so I don't mind too much. Oh, Track was pretty much that guy that you'd always see on my stream. He accompanied me through a lot of TFD content ever since Season 0. In fact, he was accompanying me on a game called Helldivers 2 before that. So yeah, he's been one of the mainstays of the channel, but like I said, he's had to go. Orlando, I ask kindly that you wait until the build video is out, because right now, I can't show you these mods because they're not ready yet. It's still undergoing testing. I promise you, later in the season, when I'm actually ready to share this build, I'll deliver it to you guys. Right now, it's just a test build. It's just running, and I do not want to show it because, unfortunately, what happens is that when I showcase the test builds, there'll always be a couple of vultures that'll take it and say, oh, this is my build. And then if I have to delay, for example, like in this particular situation, I have to delay when I want to actually put out the stuff, then they try to take advantage of that. So I do apologize. It is one of the big problems that I have to deal with, unfortunately. So that's a thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no problem, CG. Thank you. I'm sure he appreciates that. I'm just gonna remove all this because there's no point unless it's a double gold roll. And I already have the perfect Valby one that I know I need. There is one, though, that I want. Ah, yes. Actually, wait. I should probably double check if any of these have attack versus Colossus. But none of them do, which is sad. So, may as well get a little bit of extra gold while farming. I just want to get my Valby back to level 40. I've got a couple other things that I need to work with her on. It's all good, Orlando. Thanks for understanding. Like I said, what's worse is the people that don't understand the method behind the madness. You know, they'll come in and they'll talk some nonsense. You know, we always get a couple of trolls like that. A lot of people right now, you see, they're very desperate. See, TFD goes through cycles. And throughout every cycle, I have always been one of the most reliable, popular streamers. And I get that. But there's a lot of people that still try to tear me down because they think that their favorite streamer will get more attention. Or maybe will come back to the game if I stop opening my mouth. But that's not going to happen. I do what I do for the people, and I'll always do what I do for the people. And I have always done so anyway. Hey, Demise.
So annoying. Take this.
Okay, let's keep the water waves going. Coat the ground. Resume sliding. She is electric, but I don't know her archetype. So a lot of it's speculation right now. Maybe somebody has some kind of insight. Maybe they answered something in the dev Q&A. I'm just gonna wait until she's out, and then I'll decide my course of action at that point. Oh, absolutely I do, Chicken Chaser, but I have to admit that right now PoE 2 is also taking a back seat, only because the group that I game with, you know, my boys, and of course, although I say boys, it does include ladies as well. We've been getting really good at Marvel Rivals, you know, so you'll actually see some more of that action tomorrow. At first, we weren't really that, you know, doing that well, but lately we've actually been doing good. So, we might be focusing a little more on that, you know, training up our combos and stuff. It's kind of fun, and we're trying to see how far we can go right now. So I'm in gold, but we're trying to get up there and hit that higher level. Sorry, Renawet. What's the best Kyber farm? Still the same as my old video, Dion. There's no such thing as Kyber farming. All you gotta do is just follow what I showed you in my video on how to actually farm Kyber. Nobody ever farms it through missions. You just dismantle mods and, you know, open up vaults, just like in the video. So check that video if you haven't seen it, because that's the video you need, pal. And that's all you're gonna need. Kyber farms don't exist, and nobody ever farms Kyber. You'll eventually end up with 26 million Kyber, so no need to worry about it. Gold Colossi and Singular is pretty good too. My honest answer is that if you really want to spend the extra time, you can get yourself a crit damage, Colossi damage combo. But I think it would be better if you do not want to refarm a reactor and you've already max invested in your current one, then you can stick with the current one. Your damage difference is not going to be that much. Yep, pretty much. And that's why I'm farming a lot of gold. The transfer system will be a lot later. Please do not expect the transfer system until maybe season 4 or 5, okay? If we're lucky, we'll get it in season 3, but I really doubt it. So please do not expect that transfer system. Please expect it around season 4 or 5. If there's more news and information, lol. If there's more news and information surrounding it, I absolutely promise you I will have a video put out for you guys, okay, as soon as I have some word on it. But at this current moment, I do not have any word on it, and I do not have any other information for you other than what has already been publicized. So I would suggest waiting until there is actual information on it and until the devs say it's happening. Yeah, Zodiac, basically what the devs said is that they were working on a way to transfer the normal Descendant stuff. So like, let's say you invested catalysts and energy activators in the normal Descendant. They were working on a way to transfer that to ultimate Descendants in future. So that, let's say you've already worked on the normal Descendant, then the ultimate version of the Descendant comes out. Right now, you have to invest in the ultimate all over again. So a lot of people felt that this wasn't conducive to the type of gaming environment they wanted. So the dev said, okay, we hear you. We're going to start working on a system to transfer your investment over. Now, when the system will come out, I've got no idea. Okay, there's no official word on it for now. There may be official word on it in the future, but for now, they haven't really said anything. Okay, so that's what I've got for you. I don't have any further information. Perhaps in future, more info will become clear, more info will come out. But yeah, that's all I got for you for now. Well, that's because you play it a lot, CG, you know? I need to find another alternative game that I play that you can also play, you know? Something to whet your appetite. While, you know, take a break from TFD. Because you see, right, if I did the same thing on TFD every day, I tell you, I'd go crazy. I can't do that anymore. So I'm glad that I've got other games I can take a break on. It's really nice. Makes for a very fun time, especially when I'm doing some Marvel Rivals and stuff like that.
So annoying.
No problem, Chicken Chaser. It wasn't a big question anyway. It's not like you were asking me an in-depth question about another game. Now that I couldn't answer. But if it's just a light question like that, it's usually okay. It's fine. But yeah, I do want to get back into the swing of Path of Exile 2. Like, I'm finally in cruel mode and everything, and I really want to work on my witch. But I gotta tell you, Marvel Rivals is sucking me in. Like, holy cow, I'm just enjoying myself right now. You know, it feels really good. And when our whole team comes together, it just feels awesome. Oh, dude, I tell you, I looked at how many runs it's gonna take, and I said, no, those skins are hella ugly. I'm not breaking my neck for that. I will just get whatever I need, just enough, and then that's good enough for me, you know? Marvel Rivals, tell you what, Chicken Chaser. Oh, sorry. Tell you what, Sean, you should tune into a stream where I play it. See for yourself. Alright, I think that's the best way. I've never played Valorant in my life, so you'll have to make the judgment, but, why don't you come by and see it? Well, there you go. Rena's got an answer for you. I've never played Val, so I don't know. One time I tried to play Val, but the anti-cheat didn't agree with my system for some weird reason. It's not like I use any programs because I'm an official professional, so... yeah, I don't know what happened there, so I decided not to play it. Well, make sure the notifications are on, Sean, and you'll see. Tomorrow morning. But I don't know if you're around my morning streams. But yeah, tomorrow morning. I usually play on my morning streams rather than the evening streams. Except for Saturday. I got the backpack too, James, but I still need the other materials that he drops. So, you know, just put yourself into the torture chamber. Sometimes you just gotta go with it, you know.
This one's for you.
Well, if you're at my morning stream, then you might catch some of it. See how the games go. But yeah, no, right now we're actually doing well. We actually got quite a nice force going. So I am definitely having a good time playing, that's for sure. Okay, Goroth finally died. Does poor Valby not have a spawn? She does not have a spawn. What the hell? Poor Val. Anyway, the most important thing, guys, is this, okay? I need you to understand this. This is the most important thing. Who's going to sponsor my Lunar New Year skins, all right? I'm going to work hard in January for my money. Okay, y'all better sponsor some skins. Okay, we got to deck me out for the Lunar New Year. Get you some good luck, okay? I love messing with everybody. Ooh, hey, wait. That's not a bad one. Hey. I'm liking this one. Look at that. Critical hit damage and additional damage versus Colossus. Both gold roll. And this one is Fusion and Colossus. Both gold roll. Well, now. Looks like we're talking here, eh? Okay, okay, we're in business now. This one too. This one's good for mobbing. Okay, 3 good reactors. I'm gonna shove them all into the storage box. Oh, well, I was just doing some extra farming, but hey, yeah, no, I got some stuff that I wanted. I'm good. I'm good. So I'm gonna shove them all in. There we go. All the nice ones right there. Yeah. All right, let's get out of here. Let's ski plus daddle, man. Time to go really farm some gold. See, this was just the basic gold farm. Now we're gonna do the real gold farm. The real gold farm is a little bit boring, but also pretty fun in its own way. Now, if only the real reactors that I wanted dropped over there. Tomorrow, yeah, only the morning. Only the morning. Thursday, I will be on morning and evening. First Descendant should be evening for that one. But yeah, tomorrow is definitely a half day because it's New Year's Eve. So I will not be around in the evening. It's the same inversion reinforcers that I always use, man. Have you seen my video on it? You might want to check out the video, Zodiac, because I already discussed all the inversion reinforcers. I don't change. That being said, for the particular farm that I want to do, I do change the speed. Because speed is going to be important. I think y'all know what I'm thinking. If you don't know what I'm thinking yet, then what's up, danger? How dare you not know what I'm thinking? All right, right now, the best gold farms in the game, and there will be a video on this, so do take note. The best gold farm in the game is right now, okay, this. Block kyber mining. Well, Fortress is also pretty good, but it's a toss-up between the two. All right, one of these days I'll actually test it thoroughly, but yeah. Same as last season, no, Zodiac. Please go watch the inversion reinforcer. Every season, you know, usually some weeks after the seasons come out, I'll post a video telling you what is the best for the season. Have you watched the video? If you haven't, it's already out. Zodiac, you can't be missing videos, all right? You want the best knowledge, don't be missing my videos, okay? Turn the notifications on. Now go watch that video, and I'll see you back on my stream after you watch the video. Okay, let's get some gold. Now, this is the fastest way to do it, or at least this is the fastest way that I do it. Let's get in there. Per Crab just put up my playlist for you. Bookmark the playlist, check it every day. All right? Or hit the bell button and set the notifications for my channel at least to all. That way you won't miss a video, pal. Don't miss videos, Mr. Zodiac. Don't miss videos. Or you'll be losing out, pal. You will be losing out. All right, let's go. Now for this one, remember inversion reinforcer, you're going to have the adrenaline rush. Your build should obviously be the ring farming build. Everybody should know these builds. If you do not know this build, then, well, I'm going to have to wind back my hand, and I'm going to have to give you the glory of God in this one.
A new donation has arrived.
Well, in that case, CG, that's for the Lunar skins, and that will count for January. I'm going to put you in the list for January. I'm not going to include that for December, because, yep, your December is already stacked, and I don't think you should give me any more in January, so thank you very much, my friend. You already gave me quite a lot for December. You're spoiling me, brother. I gotta work hard for my money, you know? You can't be spoiling me like this, okay? Else I'm gonna have to start calling you daddy. But thank you very much, CG. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to the Lunar New Year skins, actually. I want to see what they've got rolling. But don't worry, because the plans that I had for January, for example, I know many of you already know this, but in case anybody didn't know about the plans for January, we'll be bringing back the mukbang streams. Okay, I am well on track for my weight loss. So we're going to bring back some of the mukbang dinner streams. These will be like big dinner streams that will, like, we won't be doing them like every Friday, no. But once a month, usually, I will do a big one. It's usually some massive, unhealthy fast food one. So that will happen. So please do look forward to that. Okay, so that's one thing that we're doing. We'll be doing that. We'll be doing that starting in January next year. We're also going to bring back the wraps. Okay, so some of you have already heard about the chat wraps, but yes, those will all be coming back, and that's how I'm planning to work hard for my money. All right, but thank you, CG, for spoiling me in advance. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad you enjoy it. Dimigor, you earned. There we go. Did I call him you earned? You nerd. What the hell is an earned? Oh well, there you go. I know, right, Rena? Don't worry, I'm bringing them back. I'm bringing them back. Starting with the stream on 2nd January. Not the 1st of January, FYI. Just in case I have to take 1st January off. Okay, I may not, but, you know, obviously the new year is a good time to spend with the family, with my people. So all that's important. But usually we can start work on the 2nd January. You know, we're bringing it all back. See you, Zodiac. Gotta work hard for the money, Orlando. I'm just very grateful. CG and a couple of the others, they do spoil me quite a bit. So a lot of it helps my investment in the game, so I can take a little extra for the family. So I appreciate it. But I'm lucky already because YouTube does pay good ad revenue. And I think that that's a serious blessing. You know, I'm probably going to have to work really hard for another 2-3 years before I actually reach a higher standard of gaming videos and streams. But for now, it's going okay. I'm very blessed and I'm very happy. I think right now a lot of people are just struggling, Orlando. So, yeah, I can see why, because the people door dashing and Uber and all that, a lot of them don't make a lot of money. So I can understand why they tip like ass. Like I said, I'm very lucky that, you know, somebody like CG plays this video game and that he's chosen me as his creator. That's a blessing right there.
Damn it. Descendant.
A lot of folks out there right now, I've seen the cost of living go up. I live very frugally, to be honest. Although I do spend on skins in First Descendant, that's more to keep up with fashion and all that. Outside of that, I actually live very frugally. I don't buy a lot of snacks. I make sure to budget my meals every month. You know, thankfully my parents own this apartment in Singapore. It's government housing, so I don't have to worry about rent, but I still pay them rent, roughly. This is more to manage my own business and stuff as well. But yeah, I scrimp, save, do the same things that everybody else does because you gotta live frugally nowadays. I don't DoorDash or Uber. Anywhere that I can get to with my own 2 legs to buy food for my mukbang streams, I do it myself. You know, no DoorDash, no Uber, no ordering in. So for me, I can't afford that extra expense. And I wouldn't want to either, you know, no offense. I know many people depend on DoorDash and Uber for a living, but I can see why they tip like ass. In Singapore and in countries like here, Orlando, there is no tips even. Okay, you just get your delivery fee and there you go. So at least you live in a country with tips. Here there ain't no tips. Oh yeah, it does get pretty wild. You know, the other day for movie night, I went to buy some snacks, right? And Jesus Christ, I have to tell you, potato chips, a big bag of Doritos, used to be, when I left this country 2-3 years ago, go to Australia, 2 years ago roughly. When I left this country to go to Australia, right, I had some business to attend to, and it's over now, so I'm back. A big bag of Doritos is maybe $2-3. Okay, I went to the supermarket. That big ass bag is now $5.50. That's more than a 50%. That's more than a 50% price increase. And I asked myself, what the hell is wrong with that? You know?
Warning system broken? It's gone off again. Nope. Just another tough enemy to deal with.
See, inflation sucks so hard, and yet they tell you every year that inflation is, it's about 5%. Are you sure? Because I don't recall 5% being $2.50. Now, I may not be the best at math. You know, I'm just kidding. I'm great at math. But that is not. It's not actually 100%. It's close to 100%, but it's not 100%. That's why I said more than 50, because it's less than 100. But anyway, the point is, that is way too much of an increase, you know? I ain't no economist, but yeah, some things are twice the price. It's nutty. Alright, thank God I'm not alcoholic. I saw the alcohol prices too. I don't even drink anymore. And even if I did, I'd consume low alcohol content stuff, you know? So I used to just grab a can or something for fun. You know, maybe drink on stream. But that did not happen. That did not happen. So that was wild. Yep, that was wild. Well, I am, JD. I am. Of course, chicken. Bunny is 300 times better for this farm. You can try it with Freyna, and you will not do very well. You try it with Bunny like you're doing, and you will speed through it with no difficulty whatsoever. Just use my 400% Bunny build, and you're good to go. Don't forget, elemental resistances matter. And what is the Order of Truth weak against? Y'all know the answer, don't you? You know what the Order of Truth is weak against. Order of Heresy. Lol. Yeah, sure, you know what? We'll call him that. Hey, the one? Yep, gotta have that electric power. Hello, Buffalo. How's it going?
Damn it. Descendant. We've detected another high-level Vulgus. There's just no end to them. Please take care of this.
When is the next update? When the holiday season ends, pal. Gotta give the devs a New Year's too, man. Don't worry, when the next update's out, I'll tell you. Until then, enjoy the holiday season. Don't worry when the next update's coming out. You just worry about when my video comes out. For the next update, I mean. Okay? I got you guys. Quality work takes time. Damn, not a single extra gold drop. Damn. In the meantime, what you can do is don't forget to like and share the stream. The more of you guys that do that, the better. Okay, I'm counting on y'all. We don't have an exact date on that, so I say we just wait. I'm sure the devs will tease it a lot more once January starts, but yeah, 17 sounds reasonable. Mid-January sounds about right. Of course, leveling up fellow is worth it. How dare you not level up your lovable doggo? Alright, anyone who doesn't level their doggo is a horrid monster. I want to see that doggo max level. And you better make sure you've got some nice coats of skin for him. Alright, at least make sure that you get different colors. Okay, you must treat your doggo well, like you would a real life doggo. He is the goodest boy. Treat him as such. Fellow goes up to level 30. 30 is the maximum level for your fellow. Whoops, did the wrong thing there. Well, that too, but he is your companion. He is your doggerino. He may be a digital doggerino, but he follows you through combat. Therefore, you must treat him like a soldier. Okay? Only give him the best. Until he reaches the best. I'm happy to hear that your fellow is dripped out, 8-man. Good. Oh, and anyone that hasn't renewed your support for me as a creator yet, please make sure you do so. Alright, hit the link. And when the lunar skins come out, I'll be counting on you guys, okay? My family is counting on you guys to enjoy the Lunar New Year skins. So make sure to grab them all.
Warning system broken? It's gone off again. Nope. Just another tough enemy to deal with. Descendant, do your thing.
Time to use the Rolling Thunder. For anyone that doesn't remember the Rolling Thunder method, okay, that used to be how we traveled. Used to be being the key word. Obviously, it's no longer as good or as possible, but Rolling Thunder was always hilarious. There we go. That is indeed correct. Ah, good. Got the 1 million at the end. That was sweet. Oh, I did. I did. Multiple times. But some videos don't have thank yous because if I'm releasing it on a day where I'm very tight for time, I can't do the thank you at the end. But most of them do. Hello, Pedro. Okay. I guess I should do the invasions. Boring as they are, I probably should accomplish them. Let's see. Legion of Immortality. Okay, I can do this one at least. I would say go get the fairy bundle, because that one is limited edition. Disappears once Christmas is over. So you want it, that's the one you have to get now.
Descendant, this is a phase separation veil, which uses inversion energy. It has a large output, which requires processing of tens of billions of units of data per second. According to the scan results, the structure that appears to be a computing device is full of Vulgus artificial brains. This is how they are processing all that data. Continue to insert Vulgus artificial brains into the computing device, Descendant. If you overload the device, the veil will be neutralized.
Yep, ultimate skins were here forever. Fairy skins, or the limited skins, you gotta grab them before they go. Like the panda skin. Yep, I'm so sad I missed out on the dinosaur PJs, because back then I was like, I'm not buying this for every single one. You know, I'm lucky I got one panda skin for Lepic, and then, yeah. Now I've got the panda skin for everybody, so the common skins, unless they're super ugly, I try to grab them all.
No chance.
Yep,
The enemy commander
2 days is pretty easy. Sometimes bad luck happens. Everybody has to experience the super bad luck at least once in their life. So, right now, Mr. Player, all you're doing is experiencing the super bad luck. Which means that hopefully everything else you farm will go a little easier. I remember experiencing the super bad luck when I was first farming for the Secret Garden. I gave up on it. I did. I gave right up on it because I was like, okay, this isn't gonna work, you know? And I said to myself, I'll just accept what I have for it right now. Anything further is not my interest. Lo and behold, after that, I completed it. So don't worry too much. Everybody experiences the hyper bad eventually. Just gotta roll with the punches. I know there's a quick way to get 5 million gold, but god do I hate this. Okay, just gotta do that one more time. Yeah, combining is the way that I get it, you know? I combine to get most of the stuff in the game because I tell you, my luck is always better combining. However, I still don't have Keelan's mobile strike yet. At some point, I gotta go kill Frostwalker a couple bajillion times, but I mean, I will, but still, I gotta go do that. Get myself a nice, get myself what I need. What I need.
Descendant.
Okay, let's go.
This is a phase separation veil,
Oh no,
which
I'm doing
uses
that.
inversion energy. It has a large output,
Don't farm the
which requires
2.5% drop rate,
processing of
FYI.
tens of billions of
If that's the
units
old,
per
like,
second.
okay, so if that's what you're doing to get it, you're not gonna get it.
The structure that appears to
Okay,
be
you can do the mission 100 times and never get it, so don't ever do that. Okay, never farm for the 2.5% drop rate. What you do
continue to
is
insert
you
false
go,
artificial brains
okay,
into
you
the
go
completion
straight
device
to,
Descendant.
you go straight to the module combination. Like you can do 400% missions, or you can do like Colossus fights, whatever is easier, faster for you. You go do that, okay? And after you do that, what'll happen is that you just go combine. So that's all you do. Yeah, you can just run 400%. I mean, with Keelan, so easy to do. Or with Viessa, or with Bunny, which everybody has, Ultimate Bunny, right? There are many, many ways that y'all can do what you need to do. So you want to run 400%, you can run with Bunny. Guess what? She's got a build for it. You can run with Keelan. Guess what? He's got a build for it. You can run with Viessa. Oh my god, she's got a build for it. Okay, all these options are available to you. So you can do that if you cannot kill Colossi. If you can kill Colossi, good. You know, up to you. There's no right or wrong answer, but that's what I would do. By doing that, you will gain all the modules you need, and then you just go combine them. I'm literally missing one module in my collection, ladies and gents, and that is that one mobile strike module. Okay, once I have that Mobile Legends module, then I'm all good. Alright, I can go bang bang. And for anyone that caught the reference, you guys are glorious. In terrible, terrible ways.
The enemy commander is using the phase separation veil as a shield. If you overload the
I think all the
computer
Asian
device,
gamers
you
will
can
understand
create
that
an
one,
opening to
Saifuden.
attack the commander directly.
I know, all the Asian crew. We've all bang bang at some point. Hey Hollywood, everything's going fine, can't really complain. Got a very nice tip for CG, so lunar skins are pretty much covered now. Yeah, no. I mean, my dog leveled up and I've never seen one either. It does exist. Several players have gotten it. But it's just that the drop rate is so rare. So, I don't know. Like, I may get another one. I may get one in future, but right now I don't need to run the Void Vessel, so I'm all good. You know? I might do some Void Vessel runs for fun, but farming for Keelan and then trying to feed my doggo, I tell you, I'm kind of burned out in Void Vessel for now. Revisiting it in future will definitely be fun, but for now, there's nothing for me to earn. I'm taking it real easy on that one. There we go. Okay, I got my gold. I'm not doing the other invasion. This is enough. I'm gonna go farm gold again. That was enough for me. That was enough for me. I'm just gonna go dance around in the moonlight. Yeah. That's understandable. Like I said, I farmed for both and never got one, so that's how it goes. That's true for pretty much everybody. You can see the life joy drain out of me. Yep. Invasions are like when we were farming Haley, we had to do them every damn day. Just like with the Void Vessels, like, no good. So, like, I do get that for the new content, you have to go and do the new thing for a bit, but I tell you, it burns you out so fast. When you have to repeat it over and over, then it's done. I mean, sure, it's only a couple of gaming sessions, but you don't really feel like going back. Now, I do enjoy the Void Vessel, don't get me wrong, but I only enjoy it with Keelan. Maybe Ultimate Sharon. But, yeah, mainly with Keelan. And I tell you, it is one hell of a way to go. Yeah, it's not really necessary. You should do the Infernal Walker instead. Faster than Void Vessel, more Quantum Incubators. You know, it is literally one of the fastest ways to farm Quantum Incubators, you know. Go in there, start smacking. Start smacking, stacking, slacking.
Another tough enemy to deal with. Descendant, do your thing.
Now, I like that you can pick them up during the hard mode here as well, so that's pretty nice. Oh, and sorry, ladies and gents, anyone that hasn't supported me yet for January, please make sure you renew your support. You gotta renew your support every month, so if you haven't already, please do extend your support. That way, when you guys purchase the lunar skins, you know, I get a bit of support, helps me make more content, and I'll be very grateful to you guys. Alright? So don't forget to think about Robot in the new year. Hit the link if you haven't already, and I'll continue producing good content for you guys. You have my word. Listen, most of us got Haley before they altered her farm rates, so yeah. I didn't, though. I got her only after the farm rates were altered, because I was like, nope, not doing that. Sounds good, Fur Crab. Thank you. For those that haven't done an extension recently, please do make sure you extend. I'd be very grateful. Oh, listen, Luna in that game is wild. You should check out some of our games, man. I'm starting to, like, because my international squad's playing on ping, but they're doing so well right now. You know, I think we'll actually climb out of gold. It's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it on a personal level. I think it's going to be awesome. We've been playing a lot of that recently, and tomorrow's morning stream is definitely on that. Evening stream, there won't be any because it's New Year's Eve, obviously. So I'm going to be spending time with my loved ones, but yes. You know, there'll definitely be more Marvel Rivals streams as well, so do tune in whenever you see the chance. Most of my morning streams are Marvel Rivals. Evening streams are usually not, except for Saturday. Because evening stream, I hang out with you guys on TFD, you know? I think eventually they will buff the drop rates. Eventually. We don't know when. But, you know, I'm holding out for that because, look, a lot of people have already said it that they think that the drop rates are gonna get buffed, like the ammo drop rates, they're gonna get buffed. I think it might be the case. We'll see though, we'll see. There's still many weapons that I haven't invested in. I plan on doing so, but I want to get the Descendants right. The weapons, I'm already satisfied with whatever I need. And you know what's funny? As soon as the new modules came out for weapons, so many people tried to make, oh, this weapon build, that weapon build. Inferno Walker is all killed by skills. Nobody even cares about weapon build anymore right now. Have you noticed nobody even bothers talking about it? Yeah.
Another tough enemy to deal with. Descendant, do your thing.
There we go. Yeah, lack of mobility for Infernal Walker is a big thing. You know, I know that they said that they were gonna go in cycles, so like sometimes guns are the way to go, sometimes skills are the way to go. But it does feel like guns got shafted this time around. My next weapon investment is actually Clairvoyance with Viessa. I need to see if that'll work for her farming build, because Clairvoyance does work with Absolute Zero, or so I've heard. I want to try it. That's actually something I legitimately want to try. So at some point, I gotta see, you know? I gotta see. Okay. Lol, Glay. Poor Glay.
We've detected another high-level Vulgus. There's just no end to them.
I tell you,
Please take care of
Glay's
this.
only problem is that she needs to restore hit points, but she can't do it actively in the field in Colossus fights, so it becomes problematic. That's the big problem. Whereas other characters are very bursty, by the time Glay even readies her burst, she's already gone. So, yeah. She's not in a great state, I would say. And that's a disappointment. Maybe someday they will re-empower Glay. I think that, honest to God, what they should do is, if they're gonna make Glay viable, allow her to use lethality constantly. Alright? Make it so you only have to invest in either cooldowns or duration to get maximum, maximum value out of it. But that's what they should do. Because Glay's whole thing should be unlimited ammo. She should be generating ammo with her, I don't know, blood or something. Whatever. And her generation of unlimited ammo should make it stronger too. That's how she can compete with other characters. Mass Sang should be base kit for Glay, and then after that, she should be able to sanguificate her enemies even more. You know, the whole power of life resource requires enemies to drop them. What are the enemies in a Colossus fight? Nah. They need to completely rework Glay. Because I know they had a plan when Glay first dropped. That plan no longer exists. Because every other Descendant does what she does, but better. So, yeah, I just don't foresee that ending well for Mommy Glay. I think that someday, if they rework her at least, she might be decent, but right now she is definitely not. Ooh, man. Let's fly. Whee! It really should. I mean, she's literally bloodbending her enemies, so I agree on that, CG. Fur crab. Lol, where do you come up with that joke? Love it. Yeah, you should tell him it's, yeah, 100% legit, you know? Best value, okay? Chinese mathematics, never wrong. Don't worry, I won't steal your credit card number. Thank you, guys. Yeah, she doesn't hit hard enough. She relies on her weapons to make up for it. So, very true. But you know, when the game first came out, everybody and their grandmother was all Rocket Glay, Rocket Glay, Rocket Glay, OP, Rocket Glay, Rocket Glay, Rocket Glay. And the devs, in their great baseness, they told everybody who was talking Rocket Glay. They said, oh yeah, we're glad you found out about this build, but there are many more overpowered builds that you guys have not yet found out about. You know, and lo and behold, people started to discover. They realized that Rocket Glay just scratched the surface. And when you really, really have to actually kill stuff, Rocket Glay don't do very much anymore.
Oh, that hurt like hell.
So that was when I realized that TFD was always going to be that game for me. You know, it's going to have its ups and downs. But by the gods, this is that game for me. Now, if you actually look at this thing, it's such a weirdo. Never built Glay or Valby. You're missing out, pal. They're cool. Maybe not the best, but they are cool. Well, Rocket Glay only made life hard at the start when, you know, they were making the explosions everywhere. It was a tough one. It was a very, very tough one. Yep. That was back then, though. Then they gave you the option to turn it off, which was great. After they did that, Rocket Glay was fine, but it just wasn't very good anymore. It was not as powerful, potent, or awesome as people thought, and folks had to accept that. Some never did, I don't think. Let's keep going. I need money. I'm back up to 34 mil. Gonna need some more. Got a couple of these left. Trying to finish them so I can throw away the can. I was eating this on movie night yesterday. But I don't like to keep things hanging around. Well, pretty much, yeah. We all know that Haley is the one true queen. Never dethroned. You can go ahead and do that, Hollywood, but if I ever see a Glay in there, alright, I will report that Glay for throwing. I'll be like, this must be Hollywood KT. Okay. Time to report for, you know, abusive gameplay. Alright. Personally, report Hollywood KT. Can Restored Relic be a good weapon with the right character and build? I've never used or fired that weapon, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. Experiment and let me know. Because I do not know. I genuinely have not built that weapon. There are still some weapons in the game I have not experimented with or built. Because realistically speaking, I don't foresee them as being top tier meta, and I haven't seen anyone else using them. Now, keep in mind that I use meta in its original definition, i.e. meta means most effective tactics available, and right now guns are not the most effective tactic available. They were for Gluttony and Deathstalker, but you've got Enzo with the Enduring Legacy for that. I don't foresee anything else coming close in the short term. So, haven't experimented outside of that yet. I do want to, but I'm concentrating on the things that are most important because nowadays you guys will notice that I do alternate games because I'm usually busy with one project or another, so I'm doing a lot of alternating right now. Well, you heard the man. All right. I'll count on you. I'll be waiting for that 300-page essay on why the restored relic might be good. But in general, yes. Do it whenever you want to. And if you do get some good results, let us know. I'm always open to new information. It's funny. People always say I'm the most egotistical, condescending person, yet I'm one of the only people that is actually open to new information and will actually give credit to people in my videos for presenting new information. I.e., people always say that, you know, I was the one that built Kyle. I tell them no, it was actually Track Hoodie who built Kyle. I just modified it a little bit for my purposes and to suit the general audience, but yes. You know, so do give it a go and let me know, yeah?
My shields!
Damn it. Descendant, we've detected another high-level Vulgus. There's just no end to them. Please take care of this.
Serious? Hit!
Oh, I am a cold realist. I don't care what people think anyway. And their words don't affect me. It's just the line that they like to use to disparage me. And again, I don't give a shit. Because at the end of the day, it's not my job to have feelings about this kind of crap. And say like, oh, you know, I feel so wounded and hurt. Like, I don't really give a damn. Alright? Like that Forrest Gump movie. You know what they say? Stupid is as stupid does. If people are stupid, I call them stupid. You know, you ask me stupid questions, you're gonna get a stupid answer. No worries on that. But if you listen, you really listen to what I'm saying, and you know, get into what I'm teaching you, you don't even need me at all. And as much of a paradox as that is, you know, what kind of streamer makes it so his audience doesn't need him? That's the whole point. I don't want you to need me for every little bit of information. I want you to have fun and enjoy the conversations we have. Our mind should not be spent on low-level things like, how do you farm this thing? It's like, come on, just check access info. It's not that hard. What we should be conversing about is what direction we want the game to go in. You know, how do we want to make this game better? How do we want to enjoy ourselves more? You know, what kind of content should we be looking at? This is where our conversation should be. Not worrying about the basic stuff in the game. That's why I teach the basic stuff in the videos. That's what people do. Watch the videos, learn. You shouldn't need me for that. I want to know more about my audience, what my audience wants to see, what's exciting them, what's not exciting them. That's what I'm here to do. Don't worry about the other stuff. So, maybe I see things different, but this is what I've learned as an industry professional.
The warning system broken?
Why brands phone me
Gone
up,
off again.
why brands talk to me in the first place, it's because they know I know my
Tough
stuff.
enemy to deal with.
And of course, you'll get a lot of people that are just like, offended, blah, 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 blah. You know, the other day I had this guy that said, I read your condescending comments and I'm like unsubscribing from your channel. I'm like, homie, you know, I mean, I didn't even say this, but, you know, I think I can at least tell you guys. Honest to God, I would have said to the guy's face, I'm sorry, sir, but what bills do you pay in my house to be acting like that? I'm sorry, but CG has a right to say that because guess what? CG actually pays some of my bills. You know, so if CG told me that, I'd say, I'm sorry, sir. I'll do better next time. But if other people said that stuff, don't even come to me, man. Unless you've been paying me, you ain't worth my time. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Infiltration. Just one request. Just don't mention that other game, yeah? I'm just going to quickly remove that message. I appreciate it, don't get me wrong. But due to what that game stands for, alright, and the fact that we don't want to be associated with that, I'm going to remove your message. So just don't mention that game here, thank you. But other than that, I appreciate your statement. But yeah, I do not want any association from this channel with that game because, quite frankly, I've got a lot of sponsors. And, yeah, they don't need to be dragged in the same mud as that horrifying monster of a thing. Especially my Asian sponsors. I don't want to do them dirty, you know? That always happens, Hollywood, you know? There's a lot of people that, they genuinely tell me that they watch me all the time, but like some of the videos that I put out, they haven't seen it. And they're like the super basic information videos. I'm like, homie, you missed out on the real learning. You know, I think a lot of times people just watch the build videos and they don't go in depth with other stuff, but it's all the supplementary information that really teaches you, you know? And when you learn that, you get better at the game because you learn the side things like how to maximize your range, how to use skill multipliers effectively, you know? Sometimes if you learn all that, you don't even need me to do the build. You can do it on your own. Of course, you may not go as in-depth as me, but yeah. But anyway, people are people. You know, you can't change them. All you can do is just do the best job for them. Whether they like you or not, you know, that's irrelevant. I don't do it to be loved. I do it because it's the right thing to do. So I'll just keep providing the correct information, you know, and where I'm wrong, I apologize. And I do it again. I mean, I do the right thing again, you know? Because that's what I think most professionals should do. You actually have to remove yourself from the equation. Like right now, I'm disassociating so hard because I can't believe I have to gold farm again. I thought I was done with this, you know. For the longest time, we had nothing to spend gold on. It was great for a time. Didn't have to gold farm. I just came on, played whatever I wanted. But now it's back. The golden monster. The one thing that sucked up so much of our time. Back in the day, we used to have to go to the normal Kyber farm in sterile lands. CG will remember those times. And we would run circles and circles and circles and circles and pray for gold drops every single time.
Damn it. Descendant. We've detected another high-level Vulgus. There's just no end.
That was the way.
Please take care of this.
Now, it's the same thing, but solo. Because it's easier. Thanks for understanding, Infiltration. Everyone's got short attention spans, I get it. And I know my videos are longer than most. So I get it. You know, the number one complaint I get on my channel is, your videos are too long, bro. You're milking them. I'm like, am I? Or am I teaching you thoroughly? Am I teaching you for real? Alright, you can watch a half-ass video if you want. But don't come to me and cry when you didn't learn anything. You know, which is why I always find it funny. You see, they watch all these other build videos, but haven't you noticed that at the end of the day,
has arrived.
they always come back here? Welcome back to the Cool Bots. That should not happen. So I've never encountered that bug. You're literally the first person who's ever even brought up this bug, Mr. Dior. So I don't know what you did, but changing Descendant modules should not affect your rolls. And if your active scan is also affected, modules cannot affect that. So I don't know what you've done wrong, but it could be that you're experiencing some system lag. Your hardware could be having an issue, optimization problems. I don't know, man. Never ever heard of that, dude. Genuinely. Never ever heard of that. Like I said, I've never encountered that before in all my 6 months of playing this game. Not once. Not once has this ever been brought to my attention, so you might be the first person to ever encounter this. The only thing that I can say is that if support didn't answer you, keep sending in support tickets. That's the best I can do. And make sure you've got video evidence. Maybe post it up on YouTube, send in a link to them. Might be able to help. Hey, Nisk. How's it going? Mr. Niski man. Hey, we're playing tomorrow. All right, so you better be ready. Don't you be letting some other nonsense interrupt us, okay? Tomorrow, we're ranking. You, me, and the rest, brother. We gotta dig our way into gold and out of gold. Sounds good. Hey, Nor, how's it going? Anyway, I'm sorry that I couldn't offer you more assistance, Dior. If I could, I really wish I would really like to help you. I'm so sorry that I don't understand your issue, man. Like, literally nobody's ever brought that to my attention, so there's never been a fix for it. So, I apologize for what it's worth. I cannot help you, and I know not how to help you either. Yeah, sure. I mean, whatever time you come back, just be ready, you know? I don't know what my time is and your time, but whatever time, once I'm on, we're on. We'll get it on and we'll start ranking. You know, last time we were really coming together. You know, like you said, Nice, we were really starting to pull together. That last session was a banger. We did real good. Enjoy, Nor. Nothing wrong with enjoying good old Mommy Glay. Oh, we were doing hella good. You and Phil on tank, me and Star on support, Arcane and Truffles on DPS. We were banging, you know? I think Plat may not be a dream for too much longer. LOL. Hey, listen, you know, sometimes it's worth it for the ranks, okay? It's worth it for the ranks. We all gotta suffer a little bit here and there, you know? But it's hard, you know, when you're ranking, you just can't let it go, you know? Just doing good and you're stomping and it feels awesome, you know? You just can't stop the fire.
Nope.
Just can't
Another
stop the
tough enemy to
fire.
deal with. Descendant, do your thing.
New subscriber detected.
Those little Luna Snow wannabe. Oh man, I got those silly code breakers at the end. That wasn't very cash money. Yeah, it does. That is a glitch that just happens. Unfortunately, there's no fix for it right now higher up. We just gotta roll with it. I wish there was a fix. If there was a fix, I would tell you because it annoys me so much. But yep, just gotta put up with it. Trying to finish the last of these chips just a little bit at the end. And after all this time, I'm still only back at 36 mil. It's not enough. Hey, Mom.
Okay.
Just finishing the last bit at the end. Thanks. Little shot of ginger tea. Couple. They're all in pieces, so I'm just trying to get the last bit. Ginger tea is indeed very good. Sorry for the chips ASMR, I'm almost
Special
done.
Human child. What do you need?
Why was my catalyst not researching? I picked it up earlier and yeah. I'm glad it was fun to watch, okay? I'm glad you're very amused by this.
Have you completed preparations?
I don't know why I naturally always go to Seneca. Winter Soldier and Iron Fist are fun, but you gotta do what makes you win. Nice started out as a DPS, but now he's our main tank. Me? I'm a flex player, and now I main support. Because my Luna Snow healing is on point. So, I'm the best choice for that. Star's a great mantis, so there you go. Sometimes, you just gotta do what makes you great. Like there's that one player that's like ranked #1 Wolverine. There you go. I mean, metas are good, but sometimes you need to just do what helps you win. What brings you to the pinnacle. What brings you to the peak. Occasionally, it may make you leak. And you might even have to consult consult a singer named Sadiq. There we go. You should just link a controller to your PC, man. But you're doing good as the main tank, so I think we just stick with that. For me, I like both, but sometimes I enjoy hearing what the characters are actually saying, so that's why I don't pick the Korean voices. So that's the honest answer. I do like the Korean voices. I think some of them are very hot, but I have to be perfectly honest. I like also understanding what the characters are saying, and it makes way more sense to me to be able to just listen in English rather than Korean. Sure, for a crab. What's up, Chris? Nothing much, just chilling. Healing, I would not say it's difficult. It's all about the sentiment. I know, this is gonna sound weird, but it's all about the sentiment. If you don't love your teammates, you're not gonna want to heal them. Me, I got mad love for my teammates. I can't see them take damage, so I will undo the damage that they take. That's what gives me a reason to heal. Some other people have cited that they heal so they can undo the damage that the enemy team does, and that's how it gets them high. You know, for healing, it's got to be what gets you high. Are you healing to fill a role? Or are you healing because you want to hurt the enemy in a different kind of way? A different kind of pain, you know? Or is it because you love your teammates and you actually genuinely care about them despite scolding them 24/7 like me? You know? Captain America, he's an off tank, yes. He is what we consider an offensive tank. Same with Hulk, Thor, and Venom. These are dive tanks. They dive into the back line. I have never once done a video on Eugen, sorry. I do not play Eugen in this game because in this particular game, I'm pure DPS, I don't heal. Maybe in future I might do a Eugen video, but right now I'm focusing on other Descendants that are a lot stronger and a lot better. So, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to consult somebody else for a Eugen. I'm aware that I am the go-to information source, but unfortunately I cannot give you what I do not have. So I've never built Eugen, I've never played Eugen, never once done anything Eugen related. Sorry about that. You should, Nisk. Mastering all the tanks is great. It gives us options. If we have somebody to dive the back line, you know, when we need a Venom, we got to get somebody in there. When we need a Hulk, we need to get somebody in there, you know? So do it. Train. Practice makes perfect. Well, you'll have to cry now then. Sorry, Chris. Wish I had a better answer for you, but I don't. But yeah, good old Captain America. He is not only one of my favorite Marvel characters. I know. I'm not even American, but I like Captain America. But he's also a great tank if you know how to use him well. He's very unique. And he's also got some pretty interesting techniques of his own. You know, if you know how to bounce his shields, you can actually bounce him really well. Wolverine is underrated, but, you know, like I said, there's that rank 1 Wolverine. I'm sure there's that rank 1 Hulk. There's a lot of underrated picks that are doing really well in the rankings, but that's just how it goes. Sometimes people just play a character really well. Like, I remember there was this one Thor that was so damn near unkillable. He was extremely difficult to beat. He would continuously charge up his bonus health he was getting. And, you know, with a little bit of healing to top himself off, the dude was a nightmare, to say the least. The dude was a serious nightmare. He was a menace, you know? Yes, indeed.
Descendant.
Hopefully you'll
Detected
find something
another
suitable
high-level
for you.
focus. There's just no end to them. Please take care of this.
And Marvel Rivals, if you want to learn, it's best to watch a streamer that you trust, like myself, play it. Then you can learn a bit more about how we survive, things like that. But realistically speaking, survival is down to your healers. You got no healers, you're dead. So it's a team-based game. The team has to cooperate. Healers got to heal, and they got to be on point. They got to know what they're doing. All right, DPS has to survive, you know, get kills on the enemy. That's their job. And tanks have to hold the line. If a tank is not holding the line, he's not a very good tank. Oh, you're ex-military, per crab? Yeah, I see. Well, that explains something.
No chance.
Well, if they recognize you, but I think most of us don't have to worry about bans. None of us are competitive, alright? Unfortunately, we're not going to be in the top 500 in the world, so relax. It's very doubtful that, unless you guys are all diamond and master rank, nobody's going to ban you. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense, per crab. I mean, we're all ex-military in Singapore, so... And, of course, my younger brother's serving and signed on. So, yep, we're all military here. So, fair enough. Makes a lot of sense to me. Makes a lot of sense to me. All the soldiers always find their way here, I tell you. But it's good, I like that.
Another tough enemy to deal with.
Feels just like home.
Do your thing.
They can take you out of it, they never take it out of you. My dad was probably the equivalent of the Winter Soldier in his time time period. Man was a hardcore sniper. Shame. I really wanted to be like him, but yeah, couldn't. With my lung injury and all, there was no way. So, yep.
My shield.
Well, I respect that, sir. I only served my conscription period, so only my younger brother will probably, if that, serve a tour. I don't think he will have to, but because Singapore doesn't really tour other countries, but yeah. Unless, you know, Singapore develops SHIELD, then, you know, he might be selected for that. Good, Chris. Enjoy. Just make sure you registered me as your creator first. If you haven't already, then make sure you do, okay? Quickly. Alright, here's the link. Here's the link. Before I die, okay? Go. Update is on the 1st? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they work on the 1st. It's New Year's Day for everybody, so when there's information about the update, I'll tell you. So when you see an update video on my channel, that's when the update is. I'm not gonna worry in advance of whether or not there's gonna be an update. Focus on having a good New Year's first. That's most important. Spend time with your family. The update will be here when it's ready. And I'm sure the Korean developers also have to spend time with their family. So it might be a while before we get the next update. You know, it's holiday season. We gotta be reasonable. No, I do not.
My shield.
I stick to facts. Predicting the future, I leave that to losers who can't make content on YouTube because they don't know what to do. So I'll leave it to them. Me, I stick to cold hard facts as and when they come out. Alright, on to the next. I like that, Chris. Good. That's the way. That's the way. Sorry I don't have a Eugen guide for you, but thank you for registering, okay? I need as many supporters as I can get.
Damn it. Descendant. We've detected another high-level Vulgus.
So the game will
There's
know,
just no end to them.
so that
Please take care
TFD
of
will
this.
know who's taking care of them and their people. It's the bot and the bot's crew. Oh, really? How dare that person knock me down? How dare I be frozen? Rude. I'm glad you do, pal. Alright, onward and upward. Let's do this.
You want a taste? My shield.
That's unfortunately luck and chance, Chris. All you can do is pray or sacrifice your friends to the dark gods, whichever works for you. Sometimes a little blood can whet the appetite. But yeah, unfortunately RNG is RNG. There's no way to change it. My advice is just combine modules, you'll get it eventually. That's what I do. You know, whenever a module comes out, I just combine until I get it. Granted, I've been focusing more on other stuff, but I still need to get Keelan's mobile strike mod, which I have never tested. I still don't have, weirdly enough. I might just need to dedicate a day to messing around with it, but yeah. Yep. It's all thanks to the wonderful people that sponsor these outfits for me. You know, my wonderful chatters who donate so I can be decked out. Yeah, I did. Actually, I've got a YouTube short on it that will be coming after stream tonight. It's a really short one, but it'll just explain to you guys why I do it. I mean, you guys already know from the range video, but I figured you guys could just use a quick YouTube short. But yeah, it'll come out after stream. Mm-hmm.
My shield. No chance.
The warning system broken? It's gone off again. Nope. Just another tough enemy to deal with. Descendant, do your thing.
My shield.
Well, no, this is the 400% build that I designed. I'll do like electric condense, but only in this specific build and only for very specific farms. You always have to use the right tool for the job. You can't just use anything willy-nilly. Right? Makes sense. So always use the appropriate thing for whatever you're supposed to do, and that is how you get the best results. You don't do that, what will happen is that you will suffer. And suffering is not good. Suffering is ungood. Where am I going? Where am I going? Seriously. Damn it. That bunny over there painted up her outfit to look a little too sus. Okay? I know what you're doing, bunny, but I dig that color scheme. Okay. It is one hell of a color scheme, I gotta admit. Per crab, you don't have to, but thank you.
Chat received.
I shall take it with a grateful heart, and I will buy some chips at a much later time when there's a sale. Okay? Now, call me old-fashioned. Call me old if you have to, but now that I know what the prices of snacks are, my dear friends, I plan on bargain hunting because seeing $5 for a bag of chips, no way. No way. You know, if Per Crab gonna give me some dollars, I'm gonna make him stretch far. That's what I'm gonna do because no. Okay, I'm not letting the government win on this one. I'm not letting big corporations win on this one. No, 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 no. The next time I get snacks, I'm gonna wait for a nice sale. Okay, it's gonna be 50, maybe 40% off, and I'm gonna dive. Got my word on that. But I also don't eat that many snacks because I'm trying to drop weight now so I can finally go back to doing the mukbangs again. No, I don't. If I did, I would tell you, but I don't. And quite frankly, I think that this kind of thing, we should just wait until it comes out. Because at the end of the day, it's part of the joy. Don't ruin the joy for yourself. When a new character comes out, yeah, sure, I know. If you farm it in advance, you can prepare. But the thing is, you want to just, it's part of the journey, you know? I feel like a lot of people farm in advance, get Enos within 2 days, finish her build, and that's it. And maybe they don't even like playing her. So, I don't know, man. I get why people want it, but I also think that sometimes people need to chill a little bit, you know? Play a different game. Experience something else. Do something different. That's what I always recommend to people because, yeah, if you burn yourself out too fast, you're not gonna have a great time. Yep, exactly. Go along for the ride. When we find out, that's when we work on her, you know? It makes the drops feel a little sweeter, at least for me. Because then I'll be like, hey, now I know what I want. And then I go hunt it down, and it feels good when I get it. But thank you once again, Per Crab, and thank you to CG Mayhem as well for the earlier tip. Very, very kind of you guys. But yeah, we'll see what she is when she drops. Well, he won't be anytime soon, probably season 3. I believe it's 1 ultimate per season, if I'm not wrong. So he may show up. You never know. Maybe yes, maybe no. I'll wait to see her abilities. But I tell you, if they're gonna do anything, they better give her a good
Damn
outfit.
it.
Okay?
Descendant. We've detected
You know what's
another
the
high-level
saddest
vulgus.
thing about
There's
Keelan?
just no end to them. Please take
Keelan
care of
did
this.
not get the retroactive outfits. That means Twisted Worship and all that. You can't put it on Enos because it's not designed for Enos. You know? So that's gonna be a pain. Some of these outfits need to be retroactive. I can't be running. I can't, you know, go in and then have to get a fresh new Enos outfit. Yeah, Chris, this is bugged. It'll be fixed when they get back from their break. So be patient on that, and they're working on it. It's a known issue, but they'll fix it when they come back. Right now, they're obviously on break, so they kind of can't fix that right now. But honest answer, right? They have to give up on the male descendants. This game needs to go down the same path that many gachas have. Alright? Because unfortunately that's what sells, you know? Of course, keep the gaming content up. But I think they're gonna have to drop more ladies, and I think they know that that's what's working. I want to see Captain Harris, Dominique, that Reina girl. Yep. I'd like to see them all as descendants. And whoever wants Dr. Kate as a descendant, you are a monster. Okay, I know why you want Dr. Kate as a descendant. And you gotta take a good look at yourself in the mirror. Alright? But yeah, I know a lot of people want Dr. Kate, all that kind of stuff. There's plenty of options out there.
The warning system broken? It's gone off again. Nope. Just another tough enemy to deal with. Descendant, do your thing.
You little...
Listen, Dominique is the best choice, okay? I mean, Haley already stole the sniper role, so it better be Dominique. Dominique will become a second sniper, so we can have 2 snipers. But yeah, you never know who might be introduced next. I think at the end of the day, these guys are all just support crew. I don't think they'll become descendants. At least in my opinion. But you never know. One of them might randomly wake up and get powers and become Spider-Man. Number 17 is not a descendant, but a lot of people want to see him as a descendant. I think he'll be one of the cool male descendants. Just because he's a badass, you know? Like, Keelan as a male descendant is doing relatively well because Keelan is a badass. If they had rock-based arcade or earth-based arcade, that'll be fine, but I think it would come under non-attribute. Because it doesn't fit with the 4 major attribute groups, so... Yum, yum, yum. I also want a descendant with a bow. So maybe, when Dominique gets her powers, instead of a sniper rifle, because that's already Haley's thing, she gets a bow, and she becomes Hawkeye. I'd be okay with that. And her various abilities are loading different types of arrows into her bow. Alright? Or she could load different types of bullets into her gun. Many interesting things they have yet to do.
No chance.
You could get an A. An A is a potential choice, that's for sure.
Damn it. Descendant, we detected another high-level Vulgus. There's just no end to them. Please take care of this.
Out of my way. Like you little. So slow. You want a taste?
I mean, many people do like Nell, but to me, she's just a communications officer. But a lot of people have requested that Nell become a Descendant, so you never know. She might show up in an Iron Man suit.
Out of my way.
But anyway, I think we'll see a lot of other options because they did say in one of the inversion storylines, I don't know if you guys remember, but even Descendants whose RK have disappeared, some of them, like, they were sort of reacting to the inversion reinforcer. So even those without RK or whose RK has vanished, they might actually be able to stabilize themselves and, you know, get back in the fight. You never know, maybe.
My shield. Like you little.
But we never know if Jeremy's coming back, and honestly, yeah, I liked his abilities. I mean, he was a major douchebag, but still. That one cutscene did kind of turn him into a badass. So I can see why a lot of people do want to see Jeremy back in the game as a Descendant. But that's what I'm saying, you know, sometimes the ultimate, they should just surprise everybody. There's no base Descendant, just the ultimate version. Jeremy would be a very fitting candidate for that. But anyway, the next time the devs have a live Q&A session, okay, ask them when we're gonna get Ultimate Real Asian Robot. Okay?
My shield.
Number, I can't remember what rank creator I am. Let's say top 3 creators, okay? Ultimate Real Asian Robot. Put me in the game as a robot samurai. I use melee exclusively, and I suck. I will release so underpowered that everybody will immediately regret their purchase and refund the caliber. And that's what heroes do. Then, one season later, they will have to buff me and make me the best character ever, you know? I'll get a rework and become the #1, I don't know, spinning Tarzan blade jujitsu practitioner. The only Descendant that I'll accept as a replacement for me in the game is the Descendant Instructor, okay? Ultimate Descendant Instructor. he will give tutorials to the enemy Vulgus and murder them with his long ass speech that everyone skips through.
The warning system broken? It's gone off again.
Okay, finally. Time is now.
Another tough enemy to deal with. Descendant, do your thing.
Why, you little... Ah! My shield!
Oh no. I actually died. Oh no. I have to build up my electricity again. What the? Okay, you know what? Since this is the case, we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Hey, Nazastro, you're gonna die first, okay, pal? We're gonna deal with you.
Shit! Oh, that hurt like hell! Reload!
Those bombs are supposed to be deleted by my ring. Oh my god, okay. Now I understand what's happening. I'll just draw them away.
My shield!
Crap. That's an irritation. Let me just delete those bombs first.
Shit!
This can sometimes happen, very occasionally, but it does sometimes happen. It's very annoying. There we go. Now that she's in that phase, we can go take care of the other guy.
Serious?
I also hate that somehow, now this is an old bug, but it still happens. The gun stops shooting while you're in the middle of combat. I don't know why this bug came back. It was fixed in the past, but it came back somehow. And it makes it very, very annoying when dealing with these guys. Okay, there we go. Now I can finish this guy off.
You little...
Yeah, unfortunately, Nazastra was one of the most annoying bosses, and to be fair, I completely forgot about her until she shows up here. She wasn't even like one of the chapter end bosses. No, she was just a mini boss, but she was one of the toughest fights in the game, to the fact that I think she was one of the first nerfs. Because back then, her invulnerability orbs were the first ones to be sequential, which caused major problems because, yeah, sequential orbs, not very fun. Because most players couldn't handle the sequencing of the orbs and memorizing which ones showed up first and all that. So it was difficult. She was a very big challenge in that tower, and many players just struggled because back then we also didn't understand a lot about modules, how to really make our builds go. So we were all kind of just muddling our way through, and it was a tough fight, especially in normal mode. But eventually we got it together, and you know, all the problems were resolved, so it was all good. But yes, I still remember the days of Nazastra. Oh my god, what a pain. She was and always will be terrible. Now, unfortunately, today I have to go a little bit early, but don't you worry, because more content is coming soon, right after stream, okay? It'll be about like maybe 30, 40 minutes-ish, but you will see my video, my YouTube short about Keelan, so I'll post that up. All right. Yeah, me too. I'm glad they got rid of it. I like them, but, you know, not a lot of people could handle the memorization. I'd have to call them out. I'd be like, left 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, memorize. Then I'd clear them all, you know? And that was how I did it. So, yeah. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. This Gold Haley. Y'all saw that, right? This Gold Haley, like T-pose sliding. Look at it. Oh, my God. What is this? Not only is that the yuckiest thing I've ever seen with the deer makeup, and the full yellow, look at that pea outfit, like Jesus Christ. But in addition to that, okay, they are T-posing. This doggo is T-posing. This is a very funny scene. It's like an artistic painting, but just terrible. What is the scene that is unfolding before my eyes right now? Even Anae looks frustrated with the scene. She's like, looks like she can't comprehend this stuff. Look at her. Anae is judging this right now. Anae is judging this so hard. Okay. The dog has been freed. Look, now he's just trying to walk into Enzo. Alright, come here, Doggobot. This is a pretty cool paint up for the Freyna outfit. All white and pink. With blue hair. Yep, somebody's got an anime waifu. I don't know why they did Haley like that, but thank God I don't have to be in a party with that person, because damn. Okay, there are things that are legal and things that are illegal. Okay, that would be one of the things that are illegal. Now I'm going to give my doggo back his shield outfit. Okay, and we're going to turn him into, which kind of doggo do I want today? Winter doggo. Yep, winter doggo. Wishing you all a happy 2025. Look forward to Marvel Rivals in the morning. Thank you all very much. I hope you guys will enjoy the show. How much do I know about account link? All right, Andy, before I go, here you go. They have a whole guide on it on their Nexon website, all right? Once you acknowledge that you've gotten the link, I will end the stream and then have a good time. All right, so thank you all very much. Mr. Zombies Nerd, I don't think the game needs me right now. However, if they do consider banning the world's most toxic creator, who's the world's biggest assholes, well, I might go back to that game. But right now, I've got no interest. I might come back every once in a while again, but unfortunately, right now, I don't think the game needs me. And honestly, I'd rather stay away from the hyper toxicity that is being generated from that one horrible human being. So if they ever ban him and stop him from ever making content, then I'll come back. But at this current moment, no interest. Okay? Thank you for that. Now, Andy, please go check out that guide, okay? Check out that guide, and you will be able to resolve any account linking problems. Then after that, make sure you register me as your creator, all right? Here's the support link. Thank you all very much for joining me today. It's been a fantastic show. I'm going to see you all in the next one, okay? Y'all have a good time. See you later. Happy New Year to all of you, friends. It's been a good 2024. Let's have a great 2025, okay?